Hey, this is Kirk.
And this is Byrd. It's the Kirk Byrd Show. We are joined by two Prince William County football legends. That's Vershon Lee and RJ Adams. Thank you for joining the show, guys.
For sure.
Yeah, man. I'm so glad we got you all up here. Look, I represent Prince William County. You know, I'm 757, but PWC. So thank you again for joining us. Kirk's going to do a little commercial for us real quick, but then we're going to get back to what you guys are up to.
Yes.
All right.
Hey, Vershon and RJ, thank you for coming on. You know, I can automatically tell when young people know how to rap. So you guys know how to talk. We're going to have a lot of fun. Everybody out there in Columbia and in Atlanta, Prince William County, do us a favor. It helps our show a lot. Just hit subscribe, and you can hit the bell icon. We've had a number of good Prince William County athletes on there. Eric Kuma was at Virginia Tech and ODU, but we are going to have a great time with you guys. We started off with I said we're old guys. Rusty said we weren't old. I said we're older than both of your head coaches and your offensive line coaches, and we are. So let's go. Let's talk. Let's have a lot of fun. Get things started off. Now, Rusty, you've known.
Wait, did you say subscribe and all that? You told them all that stuff, right?
Yeah, you weren't listening. It's okay.
I know. But I'm saying I just want to make sure you again. I'm reminding everybody.
Subscribe
to help.
Subscribe. Right.
Yo, and you don't. I know the preference would be to look at this on YouTube to see my face, but you can also just listen to the audio joint. iTunes, all that stuff. So I'm just reminding people that you can just work out at the same time. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, we're working on an ad with Saturn as a car dealership, so we need to work on that. But anyway, I was going to say that you go way back with both of these guys, big boy offensive linemen, but since they were little, their fathers. So, Rusty, I'll let you set them up for two. I studied you guys. I always do my prep, and I was looking at Vershon. I watched you play some basketball, man. I might have to get you out there. But anyway, why don't you go ahead and set it up, the history where these guys went to high school growing up in Prince William County. Go ahead, Rusty.
All right. So RJ, played at Woodbridge High School in a great program there under Coach Gary Wortham. And your dad, Ruben, a legend in his own right from Petersburg and Howard University, and the great things he's done in Prince William County. And so I've known Ruben for a number of years. Even if we didn't know each other's name, it's like we the guys you see at all the games. You go, hey, what's up there? What's up, man? And so, but you played at Woodbridge High School. Great tradition there. Like I mentioned earlier, going back to the 70s, playing my school, Bethel, in the state championship. But then we have Vershon Lee, who graduated from Freedom High School, played for the great Daryl Overton, and helped build what is now a tremendous program in Prince William County. Relatively newer high school, did not have a lot of success early, but he was a big part of turning that thing around. So welcome to the show, guys. But you guys just aren't Power 5 football players. You're guys from right here in Woodbridge, and you're true friends. Pops are friends. So tell us about that. Let's go back before we get into, I normally would start off like where you are right now, but let's just go back first. Tell us, how long have you guys been friends, and how did that happen?
So our dads went to school together when they were growing up, and I guess they stayed in contact ever since then. They've always been close to each other, been friends. And since from I can remember, when I was born, like I have baby pictures of me and RJ crawling around on the ground next to each other. I have memories of us like when we just learned to walk, jumping on trampolines, running around, playing tag, throwing football. Like me and RJ always been friends for the longest. And I mean, it's crazy because you think about it, like we've known each other so long, and now we both like in good spots and successful in everything that we're doing.
And your pops played sports together, right? At Petersburg?
My dad just played basketball. I don't think my dad played football.
Okay. All right.
My dad, he wasn't a football player.
Okay. All right. But they were at Petersburg High School at the same time.
Yeah.
Great tradition of athletics at Petersburg.
Petersburg they went far this year in football.
Don't get me wrong. Was it Moses Malone?
Moses
Malone from Petersburg.
Oh my gosh, yes, Moses Malone.
They went to the state championship in basketball this year. They went
to
the championship in basketball. Yeah,
that's right. They did.
My dad was assistant coach, so yeah, he was pretty happy about that one.
Hey, here's a quick little nugget for you. Moses Malone was recruited by Oral Roberts University. Oral Roberts himself came to Petersburg to recruit him. So, little nugget for you there. Your dad might know about that.
He went to Maryland and never played a game. He originally signed with University of Maryland and then just left there and went pro. Right, basically right out of high school. So, all right. So tell me, guys. So you've known each other since you were babies. All right. Have you ever played youth sports together, gone to any of the same schools, any of that?
Yeah, we played. So we were 5 years old. We played on the Ankle Biter Ravens together.
Yeah.
So, and we played basketball together, DMF, AAU. We went to the same basketball camps like every year together. Like we pretty much did everything together.
Did y'all go to any of Tamika Dudley's camps, or was y'all already a little too old to be going to some of her basketball camps at Woodbridge?
No, I think we went. The camps we went to were the James West camps at Freedom. We used to
yes.
Freedom camps.
Yes.
We used to go to the Freedom camps.
Yeah, okay, I remember those. Yeah,
and then we went to middle school together.
And we went to Freedom together for
yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh man. So hold on. Did y'all ever play youth football together? You said that was with who? What rec organization was that? Dale City?
Dale City.
Okay. So now I can't remember. I coached the APYFL for years, but Dale City, that was before all the travel stuff, right?
Yeah, it was.
And now how did y'all do weight? Did y'all have weight and age, or weight?
I think it was weight. I think it was like age and then weight, because like I know we played. I think I played up. Me and RJ played up.
I was gonna say, well, y'all on the same team.
It was the cutoff for the birthday. It was the cutoff for the birthday because he's 2001, 2002. So 1 year I played. Yeah, a year behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Were
you guys always big? I mean, because you're big guys. I mean, obviously.
Actually, we both been big and skinny and big again.
We went up, then we went sideways, then we went up, and then we went sideways again. So it's like a cycle.
Right. So let's catch people up. So I'm just going by the way I'm looking at you on the screen, no particular order. But Vershon, you are in Columbia, South Carolina, playing for the Gamecocks under Coach Shane Beamer, and he's got things going very well down there. He's a Virginia Tech guy, so we're excited about that. And then, RJ, you are in the heart of Atlanta, and you're at Georgia Tech. You got a new word coach, who is, installing that pro-style offense and not the triple option, which is very, very different for an offensive lineman. Yeah. So, the thing I've always said, Rusty, is when you go to Atlanta is the college football capital of the world. That's all they talk about on the radio. And I think every SEC school is probably within a 4 or 5 hour drive. So you go to Atlanta, there's a Florida bar, there's a Gamecock bar, there's all these different places. So y'all are in a hotbed, and just want to talk about, how you're feeling now. You guys both have lovely camp in this hot, humid South coming up. But RJ, let's start with you, because you're starting off something new at Georgia Tech. Tell us about how things are going. You've been down there for a while, taking some summer school, I'm sure, lifting. How are things in hot Atlanta, Bobby Dodd Stadium?
It's been great. It's definitely a transition from Kentucky. I just feel like everybody here, like they care more about players and like what they can do outside of football. Like Georgia Tech Technical Institute, we call each other tech men, meaning like we're held to a standard here. And I've came and they brought me into it, and I love it. Like the weight program, it's extreme, it's hard. Like they push me every day. And And my coaches, they push me too, but they also give me a pat on the back and tell me I did good after they done cussing me out. Like it's just a vibe in team here. It feels like a real family. Like I feel like Kentucky, everybody was like clicked up. Like everybody had their student groups who they would be around. But here is like I can really walk up to anybody, just have a conversation with them. I could talk to anybody here. It's like it's just a vibe for real. Like the vibe here is just different. Coach Collins, he's brought me in here, and like they take care of me. That's the most I can say. Like Coach Key, my offensive line coach, he came from Alabama in 2019. He graduated from Georgia Tech. So
okay,
he's the only offensive staff guy who stayed this past year. We got a new offensive coordinator from Notre Dame, Chip Long, and then yeah. And he's great too. But like I said, they brought me into it. They kept me under their wing. Like I do extra every day. I go in, learn the film. My first game's against Clemson. We won 3 games last year, so we're gonna know.
For me.
Are you playing in Death Valley?
No, we're playing at the Mercedes-Benz.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Monday night. It's the Chick-fil-A kickoff bowl.
Oh, y'all are doing that.
I've been to that. I've been to that. Yeah, that's great. Now, RJ, you're guard, correct?
I've been taking reps at center and guard.
Center and guard.
Right. I have a better idea.
Okay. All right, Vershon, you are in Columbia, home of the Gamecocks. Great school, a fun school, so don't have too much fun. And you played a lot last year. You played considerably. I think you came in against Troy and started the rest. So you're also at guard. Tell us about how things are going down at South Carolina. I think your offensive line coach is a Marshall guy. So
yes, Marshall.
How are things? So how are things looking? For the Gamecocks in that tough SEC East.
Well, as like the schedule, you see we got big games up and down the schedule, and as a team, what we're focused on is not becoming complacent. Because as you can hear, everybody's talking about the year we had last year. Everybody's like, "Wow, the Gamecocks are on the rise." And when everybody's talking about you, it's easy for you to get a big head and become complacent and not put in the work. But what we're focused on is just keeping composure, keeping focus, working hard. We haven't even arrived yet. We were 7-6. We won 7 games last year. That's not the ceiling that we want to keep. That's not like a standard for us. 7-6. We don't want that to be a standard. We want to raise the bar. We want to make sure every game we play is a competitive game, and everybody knows and everybody's worried about the Gamecocks. And besides the football, we feel very happy. Everybody's close knit. Everybody's happy. We've been working out, family, friends. We have fun. As you can see, we had a little water park day on Friday. Our last workout of.
Yep. All right.
Summer.
Well, look, real quick, Rusty. I wanted you to go to next, but I had something that came to mind real quick.
No problem.
Rusty's brother played linebacker at Virginia Tech, 4-year starter. So we've got a lot of Hokie fans. Do me a favor. Just tell me something cool or different about Coach Beamer, Shane Beamer.
Oh, he's a young coach, but
yeah, he's a young.
Besides the fact that you see him everywhere in the building, he's always happy. He's always talking, and in practice, you'll see somebody running for like a 70-yard touchdown or like a tackle for loss, and you'll see Coach Beamer running right with them, running 70 yards, running with them, cheering them on, happy. Coach Beamer always lifts us up, and he's a happy guy. He's super energetic, and he never changes how he is. So, that's the coolest. He's real cool. He's a great guy.
Yeah, I remember when he was a young guy, and my brother was playing there 89 and 92, and so he was just a little ball boy on the sideline, with my brother there. But I always loved his dad, Coach Beamer. Really knew our family, knew me, knew my mom, my stepdad. And so I know if he's bringing that Virginia Tech and that Beamer love to that program, you guys can have nothing but success. I think that's the key, is when you do feel like there's a family atmosphere, when you feel like the coaches do care. Let me ask you guys, what are your are you going to be a junior this year, Vershon?
Yes, I'm gonna be a junior.
And RJ, are you going to be a redshirt freshman?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the redshirt freshman, I got 4 years of eligibility.
Great.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. How did the COVID year impact your college eligibility and careers?
Well, for me,
year.
Yeah, well, for me, I got an extra year, but during that season, the COVID year, I actually played. So I played in like 3 games. So they didn't give me the red shirt. They just let me go ahead and move to a sophomore. So, yeah.
Okay. So, but did you guys graduate from high school the same year?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Right. You both graduated in 2019?
2020.
2020. Okay, I'm sorry. All right.
Right? You early enrolled, right, Vershon?
Yeah, I left early. I early enrolled.
Yeah, I saw that you left early, Vershon. Yeah. So let me ask you this. Both programs, let me tell you something. My brother, he will joke about this. He was actually on a podcast a few months ago with Dwight Vick. My brother was Dwight's mentor at Tech, and then they're both from Hampton. But my brother was saying when he was recruited by all these different schools, just like you guys, and he said he took a visit to Georgia Tech, and Bobby Ross really wanted them, and he said, man, because he didn't know about all these programs, and Tennessee, Michigan. He said, I thought about going to Georgia Tech, but when I looked at their old jerseys and had these big holes, he said, man, I won't come go there. They just had some cheap looking jerseys, he said. And so the very next year, they won a national championship. And
they won a national championship our senior year.
They won a he said, man,
that's really
that hurt.
But the thing is, it's like, as a kid, it's little stuff. You're going, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have always had mad love for Georgia Tech. Now, I liked them running that wishbone. I know Georgia, you didn't have to play it. You don't have to play under it, but I was a wishbone quarterback in high school, ran the option. So I love Navy. I love when they brought it to Georgia Tech, but it just couldn't keep up. After a couple of years, eventually people started to figure parts of it out. But I got that type of love for that style of offense. But let me ask you guys, what are some of the exciting things you see coming up for each of you guys in this season? Do you have any personal goals? And what do you all as a team do you have? You already touched on a little bit, Vershon, like, hey, well, 7-6, just, that was the start, but we have big goals. What would you consider a successful season for you individually and then as a team? We'll start with you, Vershon.
So me personally, like, as an offensive lineman, you want to negate as many negative yards plays as you can. So, like, it's more for me, my goal is more so beat my man every single game. Like, make sure I'm winning that, competition between me and the man in front of me. So my goals for this year is just to pretty much just be the best I can be and dominate the line of scrimmage and put my team in the best way to win. And I think for us, our goal is, it's never, you don't want to sell yourself short. So, I mean, we going for the goal. We don't care about silver plays. We don't want to talk about 9-3. We want to win the gold. That's our whole thing in South Carolina. We don't want to second guess ourselves and sell ourselves short. We want to win the gold. So that's the whole plan. That's what we talk about.
Good stuff. How about you, RJ?
Well, this team, they only won 3 games last year. And, of course, I went to Kentucky last year. So I'm coming into a program where they didn't get a lot of wins, so everybody's hungry. And me, I didn't play last year, so I'm personally hungry. And we got the 3rd hardest schedule in FBS this year. We play Ole Miss and Georgia games. So I just think, me personally, I want to get ACC Lineman of the Week 3-4 times, a bunch of times, many times. And like I said, I haven't had camp with this team yet. But like I said, the vibes and how everybody acts is there. Like, I don't know how good we are. Can't say how good or bad we'll be right now. Like, we have the 3rd hardest schedule in FBS, coming off not such a great year. But our team definitely has potential. So, like I said, just be the best we can be. And we'll see where that takes us.
That's good stuff.
I've got a question for you guys that I think will get a lot of viewing time. So we're about at 21 and a half minutes, and we'll probably mark this. So one of the big things that's happened in the Commonwealth of Virginia is that players are leaving Virginia. Like this year, which is 2023, there's only like 4 players in the top 25. Next year it might get a little better. I could tell you Tyrod Taylor's year, I believe, which was 04, 20 of 25 went to Tech or UVA. Now, I looked at both of your recruitment. It looks like Virginia Tech offered both of you. I did not see UVA on there. But I just wanted to ask you, both of you, and I'll let you go first, RJ. What was the whole vibe around Tech and UVA? Like staying in state, and I'll let you answer that, but more importantly, how did those out-of-state schools recruit against that, and how did Tech and UVA, when you guys are getting SEC offers, how did that go, RJ? Because I saw both of you got offered by Tech. I didn't see UVA on there, but I'm just thinking, how were the Hokies?
Well, yeah, Hokies as well, but like I said, I never got offered from UVA. Virginia Tech, I had visited a bunch of times. This is when Fuente was still there.
Yeah.
And I had visited a bunch of times, and they never like seemed to show like real interest in. Like one time, that's when their O-line coach had came to our workout, and he saw me work out, and then he eventually offered me. But it wasn't. I didn't feel like I was a priority to them. The SEC schools and the other ACC schools was reaching out to me every day to stay in Virginia. Like that wasn't really their headline. That wasn't what they were focused on doing. I think they were just trying to get players they could get. But I don't know. Like I don't know what it is with them and me. But they had offered me, and we had kept it a bit. But it just ultimately
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. But okay, I'll let Vershon tell us about any Virginia Tech experience, and then I want to throw something. Go ahead.
So for me, Virginia Tech was my first offer I got, like just first school to come and offer me. So, I mean, Virginia Tech and me, like I always, showed everything I could. I went to Virginia Tech multiple times. I even went to a UVA camp, and I thought I balled out. But, sometimes things don't always fall through as you expect. But when I went to Virginia Tech, I went to like the Virginia Tech versus UVA game. I think I went to the North Carolina game. I've been to games. Like I had a blast there. I loved the scenario, the scenery and all that. But I think it was just something with me in Virginia. Like I felt like it was something about, I feel like for me to grow, I would have to leave Virginia, like just as a person. So I felt like if I put myself out there, the SEC is always like, I'm not going to say it's the biggest stage, but like, it's just a better opportunity, I felt, for me. So I was like, I might as well go to South Carolina, a place where, I already felt comfortable. I felt like it was home. My mom loved it. So, I mean, you always got to make sure your mom feel comfortable wherever you go. So my mom loved it. So it was just a situation of, I felt like South Carolina was just a better spot for me. It was nothing against Virginia. I mean, I was getting recruited by the coaches and by my teammate in high school, Josh Fuller, who went there. So
that's right. Yeah. I remember him. So wait a minute, but on the real, guys, come on. Fuente, and we all know, if y'all ever talk to Eric Kumar, y'all know the real deal. You just won't say it now. So that's all we got to say. All right. And UVA, clearly they didn't know what they were doing, man. I mean, okay. They're figuring it out now, though. They're figuring it out now. And so, and I say this as a UVA alumnus. I went to VCU and UVA. But no, and look, I'm a man of faith. We're both Christians, and you're gonna go where you're gonna go, and you're gonna be where you're supposed to be, and everything happens for a reason. You might needed to go to Kentucky to get to Georgia Tech, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I know, so I'm a man of faith, and it's gonna work out the way it's supposed to be. I know you also had Penn State, a lot of big other schools, man, but believe me, man, it's gonna be how it's supposed to be. No matter how you see it, how it's gonna all work out, bro. Let me ask you this though. All right, now you are new to Georgia Tech. Can you tell us, Georgia Tech, are there any other players that are new to the program? And then I know South Carolina has some new ballers on staff.
Oh yeah,
Spencer Rattler and a couple of guys. So with what you guys, I'm not looking for names, but do you feel good about the freshmen incoming guys, or like you, RJ, knew some of the transfers, coming in? Do you feel like you guys are gelling and it's like, okay, no, we about to take that next step?
Yeah, definitely. We got a lot of guys out of the portal. We got one of Vershon's guys who's also from Virginia, EJ Jenkins. He's from Fredericksburg. He's on now. And we got a bunch of transfers, running back, receiver, every position. So we got guys. We just got to put it together. Sure.
Okay. South Carolina wise on new players, I mean, we got we talk about the Shane train. We got so many different guys in so many different positions. We got a tight end, we got wide receivers, we got some running backs, we got a quarterback. Well, everybody talk about the quarterback. We got a quarterback, we got everybody. I feel like we have the pieces. We, as RJ said, we got to put them together. And I feel like the more and more we play together, the more and more we're gonna feel comfortable and we glue it up.
All right, let me ask you, because y'all are in the heart of football country now. We talk young. I said it before we got it. Like, I'm 757, 703. Y'all guys, Prince William County. We got pride. We gonna talk junk against each other. But when you leave this area, we all won. We just Virginia. Now, how is it on your teams in terms of, it's some ballers from the state of South Carolina. We know Georgia got athletes, but are y'all represent Virginia? Do y'all stick together? Do y'all got other athletes? I know we got another Prince William County dude at South Carolina. How is that, man, when y'all go on the yard and you got a rep?
The arguments get so hectic. Them Georgia boys get to talking. The Florida boys get to talking. We got some Texas boys talking. And you know what? I'm gonna stick my nose in between anything. I don't care. I'm fighting it. Virginia's where it's at. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can talk about. Y'all can talk to my ear off. I just think Virginia got the best ballers. I'm not gonna back down on that at all. That's just how I feel about it.
That's how you feel about it, RJ?
Yeah, most definitely. The whole DMV area.
The whole DMV. You can't.
DMV. Thank you. So you guys can be either considered a part of that DMV with crazy talent in PG County, DC, Northern Virginia, and then just where I'm from, 757 has its own unique look and feel to the rest of the country. To be so small, the level of talent that comes out of there. But I know for a lot of people I talk to, just once you leave Virginia, they don't know the difference between 757, 703, 804. So we just Virginia once you step outside the lines. And so, I'm proud of you guys, man. Look, if y'all never met me, y'all don't know I'm one of your biggest fans. I'm definitely pulling for you guys. Can you talk, before we start to wrap up this portion of the show, let me ask you this. Football has done a lot for you guys. Can you tell me, growing up, who were some of your influences, maybe people you looked up to, people made a major impact in your life in this area?
I'll start. So, me and RJ playing on the same team. We played for the team the Dale City Sports Club, the Ravens. We had two coaches. We had Coach Craig and Coach Jim. And Coach Craig and Coach Jim used to always have cookouts at every once in a while. They used to take us to what was it, Mets games or Nationals games? They used to take us to baseball games every once in a while. Yeah. They taught me how to be tough, really, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't like football at all. I was a basketball kid. I felt like I was gonna go to the NBA. That was my dream. I wanted to go to the NBA. So I was a basketball player. And Coach Jim and them was just instilling you got to be good at everything. You can't just be good at basketball. So it was that. And then I've had great coaches all the time. I can't name them all, but it's every single step of my road, Little League, middle school, high school, basketball or football, they've all instilled different things in me. And I feel like all my coaches, I'm very grateful to. So that's how I feel.
Good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I looked up to a lot of people. See, me and Vershon, when we played basketball, Vershon was good. He was a lot better than I was. When we played youth, EMF, the younger teams, I didn't really play that much. And one of our teammates, his dad, Anthony Melvin, Fredericksburg, he brought me in, and I started training with him a lot when I was younger. So he definitely influenced. There was a big change in my body from middle school, going from middle school to high school, and my athleticism. And I'm just thankful. That's what stands out to me, because I feel like he really changed the course of me being an athlete. Because it wasn't, like I said, when I was younger, I wasn't the most athletic. I wasn't Yeah, so just him putting me in that position and actually making me take like sports serious and like, am I gonna do this and not play, or am I gonna invest my time and actually become good at something? And that's been in me like from then on. Like now, like studying, just everything I need to do to be good.
That's good stuff. Yeah, Vershon, you are a classic. What I love, look, it's a lot of guys out there, and I know I saw you play. I don't know if I referenced your games, but I saw you play basketball.
That's what I did. I watched him play basketball before I watched any football clips.
Yeah, but I'm a big basketball fan, and you know, refereeing, but a lot of times, man, I see that dude that's 6'4", 6'5", got all these skills on the court. And I'm like, yeah, but you at the best, bro, you might be a D2, D3
basketball player. That's
basketball player. And like, you probably are playing these. But look, what is your handle like? You got at 6'4". We got a mutual friend. He's considered tall, like Kirk, like he's 6'2", 6'3", but he played center on all our youth teams. Then he got to high school. And he's like, I don't have guard skills, you know. And my point is this: I'm not saying you don't have those skills. I'm saying, but you were a really good high school basketball player. But I try to talk to some of these kids and go, but bro, if you played football, you'd be a Division I. You're a walking D1 scholarship with that athleticism, that aggressiveness. And so I'm glad to see you said, well, I like basketball, but I'm better basketball. But when I look at this, now look where it's gotten you. And and then RJ, whether you may not have been as good as Vershon, having that foundation, man.
I don't know about now.
Okay. But that foundation of playing multiple sports, man, it only helps with your athleticism, you know. Did you guys ever play basketball in the EPWA, Eastern Prince William?
I did.
No, I never played that.
Okay, because I coached in that league. In fact, I coached with Tamika Dudley. Kendall was on my team with my son. Yeah, so I had Kendall. Because Kendall and my daughter played soccer together, but Kendall and my son Justin, the one at Kogan now, they played together. And Kendall was the best player on our team. And most teams had like all guys.
Yeah, okay, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I was got a quick question, and then we'll get into kind of our fun pop culture, old guys versus, we're not old, but young guys. RJ, the loudest place you're going to play this year is in Lane Stadium in Blacksburg. I'll tell you that right now.
Or UGA.
UVA?
I said UGA. We play at Georgia.
UGA.
Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you said UVA. I was going to be like, that would be coming from the basketball arena. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, or Georgia. But if it's night, we'll be louder. So, Vershon, I was going to ask you. I didn't look at the schedule, but you know, the SEC is famous for some big arenas. What's the loudest you think you played in? I know LSU gets really loud.
Well, when I played LSU down at LSU, it was the COVID year, so nobody was there. But when we played Texas A&M, it was a night game too. 12. So you know the night games get crazy, and I mean, to be honest with you, they don't call them the 12th man for no reason. So they get up, and also, but our home games.
Yeah, South Carolina. Yeah,
let some good happen. Oh,
yep.
It's gonna be a long night. That's all I'm saying. They get serious at Williams-Brice. That's all I had to say.
Oh yeah.
Have you met Darius Rucker yet?
I think he spoke to our team one time, and we have a studio in our facility that he paid for just for music. Like we could rap, We'd be having freestyles. We got on that computer, it's a lot of music on there. So we drop something, it might explode, it might go hot, get real hot.
All right.
Oh, cool. Now, let me ask you this, and then last part of this. It doesn't have to be sports, but where do you guys see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? Okay. It doesn't have to be sports, but it could be. But what would you like to be doing?
Well, of course, you know, everybody's dream being in the NFL. So, of course, I still want to be in the league, you know, thriving. Yep. Probably heading on signing my second year, after my rookie contract, you know, signing my second contract. And, you know, that would be great. But, you know, you always got to be ready for anything. And I'm majoring in computer information systems. So like,
Okay.
I think a job I was like jobs I've been looking for is like the jobs in the, I could possibly get a job in the government. I could do like a private sector job. I feel like just something involving computer because, the computer industry is blowing up. So 5 to 10 years, I just see myself in a good spot.
That's good. And so I saw you made all academic team. So you guys are getting the books and they don't take no message at Georgia Tech. Like you got to have it here.
Yeah.
So
like school, it's been a complete pickup. Like my summer classes was like the hardest thing I've ever took compared to UK school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So Georgia, what about you, RJ? 5 to 10 years.
Like Vershon said, definitely playing in the league. But if not, I'll probably be in Atlanta doing something with. I'm majoring in LMS. The thing that stands for LMC. It's media communication. And down here, there's a lot of headquarters, Cartoon Network.
Oh yeah.
And then like all these stuff's 5 minutes away from campus. ESPN, Chuck Shack, they have their show on TNT.
Yep.
That's stadium.
Right.
That's fact.
TNT. Yeah. The fact that you're both healthy and you're playing in Power 5 conferences, I mean, the NFL is an obvious goal. And if you can play a game for money, hey, especially if you get the second contract, but so much can go different, can go sideways or different in 5 to 10 years. But let me ask you guys, like socially, are you outgoing? Do you like going to like you more house party? Like Rusty and I talk all the time about the way we compare, but like how's your social life? How's your social scene? Are you lively? Because some guys, are
man. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell. Okay, Kirk, you saying it the white way. Look, all right, what y'all do on a Saturday night, man? Straight up.
So me personally,
you said it.
I'm in a big relationship. So I'm in a relationship. So I mean, I go out when I can. You know what I'm saying? I have fun with my guys. I usually like once in a while I go out, have some fun. Like we go to the little scenes out there, little house parties, but we got to be safe because you never know what's going on. So we don't do it too much.
I'm gonna correct you. You don't go out when you can. You go out when she lets you. So
yeah. Pretty much that.
What about you, RJ?
I was a house party guy. Like, I'll go to the bar, but down here, Atlanta nightlife is crazy. I've been out times, and it was really fun. Went downtown. I went to the bar Atlantic Station, 2 minutes away from me. That's like the very nice like area where all the stores and stuff. But yeah, other than that, I really be in the house. I've been like school hasn't started yet, so I haven't really been like looking for stuff to do. But Georgia State's 2 minutes away.
Yeah,
it's all in a little circle here. So like the events are nice, and Spelman homecoming and Clark Atlanta homecoming. There's always something to do in Atlanta. We got the Hawks, we got the Falcons, we got everything you need. I'm excited.
Hey, Rusty,
you been in Atlanta, bro. You might as well say you at an HBCU.
I know,
it's right there.
Hey,
we're going to the first game on Tuesday.
Do they still have Freaknik?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah.
I'm too old, man. I wish I would have went to that back in the day.
Hey, look, I spent a week in Atlanta one time and for work, but we stayed at a hotel that was right by the Georgia Tech campus and overlooked your stadium. Yep. I love that stadium. Love that Georgia Tech stadium. I know you're going to play in the Benz, but your home field, I love that with the city around it and, the Olympics there in 96.
From the field, you can see the tallest buildings downtown.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I've been there. I've been to a bunch of games there. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. And let me ask you this. Have you been to the varsity?
Yeah, I haven't ate there yet, but I've been there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Out the door. So I went in and went out.
Okay. Because my hotel was right beside it. And everybody's like, you got to go to the varsity. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I heard things about it for sure.
Okay, good stuff. Now let's get to a little bit more fun stuff, yo. But and then if things work out, we may sign an NIL deal with you dudes. All you got to do is get a Kirk Byrd tattoo. And we'll slide you guys like $20.
Nah, you got us. You got us. He got us with that one.
Yeah.
Rusty will get y'all a deal with like Midtown Pest Control, you know? Hey, by the way, I was going to tell you, Rusty, this question, like people really tune into it. And that's this. We're going to do a little bit out of order. I would take it. You take one after this. But we just interviewed another college player. And I watched, and there was a big spike. So, okay. Let's start with you, RJ. If you're given $5 billion, no taxes.
Billion with a B.
$5 billion with a B.
After
with a B. After taxes.
$5 billion.
What are you doing with it?
Well, first I'm gonna give me a track hawk.
All right.
And really, I'll probably invest. Like I'll probably find like a little business or something down here I can invest in.
A little business? You got $5 billion, man.
That's and a couple of them.
All right.
RJ, hold on, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. If you get $5 billion and you go into communication, you can buy the Kirk and Byrd Show, and you can be it'll be the Kirk Adams and Byrd Show cab. All right. So you got $5 billion. You can just slide us $2 million. It ain't you don't get that in interest. You're a communications dude, man.
The RJ featuring Kirk and Byrd.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
All right, Vershon.
Look, man, you gonna have to. You can buy TNT or something, you know, CNN. We'll be good. Go ahead, Vershon. What you doing with your $5 billion?
First, you know, I got to get me like I don't want a track car, but I want me a Tesla. I might get the Cybertruck. I seen the news on fire. And then after that, I'm gotta buy me a house. Buy me a good house out in the middle of nowhere. Nobody messing me. You know, I'm trying to think how I'm gonna distribute all this $5 billion. I'm gonna put something in the Apple. You know what I'm saying? Obviously gonna get it back. Probably a little bit. Huh?
Forgot the chains and the grills.
Oh, I ain't with none of that. I ain't gonna really care about that. Might give me like a Tesla. You know, no, invest in Tesla too. Be a part of Tesla.
There you go.
And then with the rest of that, that's just gonna be like, might go to Vegas, see if I can win some more.
Oh,
have fun.
Kirk, what you doing with your $5 billion? Real quick, Kirk, what you doing?
Well, I'm a little longer in the tooth, so I will tell you a $10 million crib at about the rates, because the rates are going back up. So when I bought a house 25 years ago, the rates are very comparable to what they are now. So a $10 million house. Huh?
You're not financing anything with $5 billion. Who cares about the rates?
But hold on. I majored in finance. I'll educate you later. Do not put cash into a house. Anyway,
you're not getting
$80,000 is what you're going to pay a month for a $10 million home. I'm getting 3 of those. Beach, mountains, probably Caribbean. All right. After that, I'm not a big car guy. I don't really care, man. I'd take a 68 Mustang convertible. But then the one thing I would do, I would try to really go hardcore on this because I'm self-supporting. You know, really spend the time to do it. I'd take a foundation because, I mean, let's face it, guys. I don't know about 5 million, but 50 million, you're living large for the rest of your life, man. So I would do that. But here's the one thing. I don't care if you're flying first class, man. And you've flown. I mean, you both have flown. It is terrible, man. And if you're a big dude, I'm not a small guy, but I got to get myself a nice plane that seats about 8 or 9 people. And I'm good to go. But I would love to just help other people, enable other people, educate people that may not be able to, you know, help people out. Yeah, I would say 3 nice, really nice houses. And by the way, a $10 million house is probably way too much. I don't believe in that, a house that 50 people can live in.
Let me tell you something. If you get a $10 million house in Los Angeles, you ain't got much more than what I got right here in Woodbridge, bro. So it just depends on where you put it. So my $5 billion, I'm gonna go ahead on and I'm gonna buy the Washington Commanders. All right,
They're going to cost you more than $5 billion.
Well, yes, they will, but I don't need all of it up front. All right, so I can use 3 of it. I'm gonna get my investors. All right, and we're gonna put that stadium. What did y'all think about the stadium going in Woodbridge where they were talking about? Would y'all be in favor of that or not? Did you know they were talking about putting it over there off of Telegraph and Minnieville by the Horner Road parking lot?
No,
Y'all don't like that?
No, I don't know about no stadium, and it's already enough traffic, bro.
Look, Woodbridge, they be doing anything in Woodbridge nowadays. Every day I inside Nova report about crime, somebody getting robbed, shot, or something.
But that's okay. I appreciate your feedback, Vershon, but I'm putting the stadium right there because I'm gonna have my because it's going. I'm gonna have my helicopter and all that getting me. So traffic ain't gonna be a problem for me, bro. But I want the stadium in VA, and I'm changing the name from Washington. It's gonna be the VA Bruins. All right, I'm gonna get y'all two to be on my offensive line.
You already got the Bears.
Yeah, he's a Bears fan. That's right.
I'm a Bears fan, but I can't buy the Bears. It's too cold up there. I want a team in VA. All right. And I'm gonna put y'all on the line, and then as y'all get older, y'all transition to coaches and then GM and all that.
Yeah,
take care of y'all. Yeah. So we're gonna be good. And it's if I have to, I'll put the stadium way out in Gainesville or something to avoid some traffic and put a dome on that joint. So we'll see. But I might do that, and then start some type of movie joint like LeBron, get my own production stuff, get a bunch of Netflix stuffs out there.
Good transition. Let's talk about the telly. What are you guys watching? Do you binge watch? Are there series? There's a lot of good stuff on right now. Snowflake just was out, and it's just like something new. What's your give us like several things.
Well, Snowfall. It's called Snowfall, but yeah, I watched that.
Snowfall, yeah, got it.
Bodies. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of movies lately.
Hey, have you seen The Great Man?
The Great Man?
The Great Man. It just came out on Netflix last weekend.
No.
The Great Man.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's trending
on
really
Netflix.
good.
Yeah, and then they also The Man from Toronto.
RJ, you got a favorite? RJ, you have a favorite all time
movie?
Yeah.
Nah, it's too many. I don't know.
I got one.
What's yours? What's yours, Sean?
I'm a kid at heart, so my joint was I used to like electronics and stuff like that. You ever seen the movie Real Steel, the boxing robots?
Yeah.
Oh, that movie's so hard. I watch that movie every day. That movie can be so hype. Yeah, that's my movie. That's my movie. That's my movie right there.
My joint is Hoop Dreams. The guys in Chicago, they followed them. Arthur Agee, William Gates. The guy that produced it is actually from Hampton.
Yeah,
and he also he played basketball for Hampton High School, and he did the Allen Iverson 30 for 30.
Yeah. By the way, go ahead.
Have y'all watched the New York City Point Guards? No.
Is it out?
Yes.
What's it on? Is it on HBO or Apple TV? Because
I think it might be on HBO, but I watched it with my dad today. Ooh, it's fire.
Man, I might watch that tonight, man.
It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It was called
New York
Point
Guards.
So you got Kenny Smith, who went to Archbishop Malloy. Kenny Anderson went to Archbishop Malloy. You got God Shamgod, Earl the Pearls from New York.
Mark Jackson.
State. You got Sebastian
Mark Jackson.
Oh my goodness. You go on and on. Mark Jackson, Stephon Marbury. And by the way, some great players that weren't necessarily super duper star status. But yeah, New York City's got the guards. But so that's good. Rusty.
We're gonna close out with these last two questions, so I'll tell you what they are in advance. Last two are these, and you can answer in any order you want. What is your favorite style of music or artist, performer? And then, is there anybody in your phone that you can text and they'll hit you back that we might think is interesting?
And they don't have to be super famous.
They don't have to be famous.
It could be somebody, really cool.
It could be your pastor. It could be me. So is there anybody in your phone? And then again, what maybe your favorite type of music or artist?
So
start with you, Vershon.
So me with my phone, I could text. There's this dude. You know who Zion Johnson is? He got drafted last year. He's an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Like 13th pick. Yeah, I can text him because I met him like I think 2 months ago. That's my guy. He texts me. We text him once in a while.
Good stuff.
For my music, I'm like before. It's weird to me. Like I used to be able to listen to like that hype, like I'm gonna knock him out and all that stuff to get me ready for games. But now I'm more like slow, smooth.
Yep, I heard that.
And what I listen to before the games, like it'd be like I could listen to like Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine. Probably I'll throw some like Tyler the Creator in there, some slow stuff. I could try to like keep my nerves down, not get too hyped because when you too hyped, you might do something erratic. So I try to keep myself consistent and smooth. So that's my little stuff right there.
Okay, I like that. RJ?
Music scene, I definitely I listen to a lot before the games. Definitely go YB, Young Boy. My favorite artist personally probably be Lil Uzi though, Uzi Vert, him or Lil. I've been listening to him for so long, so definitely I can tune into that. Get me ready for anything for real.
Okay.
Cell phone.
Say it again.
Cell phone. Who's in your phone? Who can you text that would hit you back?
Who hit me back? Okay, my teammate, he just got drafted this past draft, Josh Pascal. He went to Good Counsel in Maryland.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great dude. Yeah, he just got drafted by the Lions in the second round.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. What about you, Kirk?
I'll put it this way. I probably, through this podcast, have 20 or 30 Virginia Tech Hall of Fame football players. And then some others. But I will say this. The most interesting, I think the most blingy was Coach Red from, he's a youth coach, great guy from Chesapeake, Virginia. He had Dion, and he's like, he could hit him. But
I was going to say that. Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But
go ahead.
Before you said, he'll hit you back. Because they were putting me in the portal, and I FaceTimed Dion a couple times. And texted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, I never played college football. He wanted me too, but I told him I couldn't quite. Told him I wouldn't pass the physical. But the other one with this really interesting is this. Darren Fullwood, who played for Navy, who's a year older than Rusty that went to Bethel. He's an executive in Amazon. And I'm just joking when we ask this question. And I'm like, can you hit Jeff Bezos up? And he goes, no, but their new CEO, he goes, I could hit him up and he would hit me back. That's some big stuff, man. The CEO of Amazon, good old Darren Fullwood from Hampton, Virginia. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. For me, RJ might have it too, but Deshaun Hand, from right here in Woodbridge, and then Sean Moore. He was a Heisman finalist for UVA, played there back in the day. And then you guys, I got you guys on my phone now. Vershon took forever to reply, so I don't know if he'd hit me back. We're gonna put my name in there, man. Instead of just seeing, 4298, man, now just put Russ Dog, and you'll hit me right back. I'm just messing with you, man.
Once I lock it in, I got you.
I'm just messing with you, dog. And then in terms of music, we go back to when hip hop started. So Run DMC is a staple for me, but I also love nowadays. I'm not into the current hip hop, but I love like Kirk Franklin. That bro, he got some he got some nice music that can get you hyped, smooth, whatever. So I like a lot of Kirk Franklin now, but I played a lot of flag football over the last 25 years, went to a lot of state championships, and one of our mutual friend Kirk and I, we always got hyped before flag football games with Run DMC. So we can never go wrong with that. So there you go. But man, I want to thank you guys for joining us. This has been such a pleasure. You guys, first of all, you did not disappoint. You guys are ballers. You're intelligent. You're just good guys, man. But I'm proud to say you're from Prince William County, from VA. I mean, just keep doing your thing, bro. I got y'all in my prayers. If there's anything we can ever help you with in the future, now let me know, man. And if you whatever you might need, if we can help you, we got your back, man. Because you guys are definitely doing what you're supposed to do. And I'm just proud of you.
I tried to let my roommate in, but yeah,
it's all right. It's not live TV, but as Rusty said, it was great to have you guys on. I knew you could communicate. You'd be surprised how many people get on here and can't communicate looking at a camera, and that's why I say it's not live. But you're both you're blessed. You got a great opportunity. I can tell. Education, man. You get Georgia Tech, you get South Carolina on a diploma that's never going away. And if you play football, if you get into a third and fourth contract, money's one thing, but you got to do something for the rest of your life. And you got to do something that has fulfillment. And if you think a lot of money is going to give you fulfillment, Rusty and I were talking about this last night. We had dinner. Money will take care of a lot of
money. I'm a baller.
Yeah,
and,
I mean,
it ain't. That's not.
But
I don't have that money.
But this whole thing with society and all about bling and sports is blowing up, guys. You've been seeing the max numbers but if you think all of a sudden we laugh about 5 billion, if problems in your life, family dynamics, issues that everybody get, if you think they're going away with money, as Biggie said, more money, more problems. That's just the way it is. So you're setting your life up now. Just make great decisions. If you go in the first round, I got your number. Just so we know, you give me that Mustang. But look, guys. Hey, RJ, if I can, I'm gonna try to see you in Blacksburg. All right.
All right, that's a bet.
Yeah, I'll hit you up. All right.
Yeah, and Vershon, I got a crib in Myrtle Beach, so I know that's not that close to you, but I'm gonna be going down to Myrtle Beach. My son's being lightly recruited by a lot of colleges. We like coastal, but if we can, while we're down in South Carolina, check out a game, man, I'll let you know.
Okay, we got some big games now.
Oh yeah,
I saw the schedule. Yeah. Oh my gosh! But hey, look, I might have to ask you, what's a good game that you could get me a free ticket to? But it probably will be one of the ones that's not a big game, because I'm sure everybody gonna be sweating you for some of them. So I had to hit you offline, man. I saw y'all schedule. I might have to be at the Western Carolina game just to get a seat.
It might be a good one.
But no, bro, y'all got a crazy schedule. I mean, I'm sorry. Georgia Tech is playing Western Carolina. Yeah. You guys have
so we have South Carolina State. We got South Carolina State. We got
Charlotte. I would like to see Charlotte.
We got a lot.
Yeah. Y'all got a nice schedule.
I say we open up with Clemson, then we play Western Carolina, and then it's Ole Miss, Miami, UVA. Ole Miss, Miami, Pitt, UCF.
UVA.
Y'all were picked ahead of Virginia Tech also in the poll. So y'all were picked fourth. Tech is fifth and Duke is sixth. So I think it's gonna be a breakout year. But
I think fourth is. I think they hold in Georgia Tech. I think they could push it. I think they could push it, bro.
Yeah, we play Duke, Virginia as well. We play UNC.
Yeah.
Especially my boy RJ playing. They pushing it with four. They need to go a little higher. You feel me? A little higher.
All right. It's about the technique, man. You can brawl as an interior lineman. You can brawl, but you got to have that technique. There's a lot of guys, that I've had some college coaches. I have some as friends and you see some guys, and they're just like, it's like you gotta have that technique and that athleticism because the next level. I mean, you guys know more about it than me, but nothing but the best. Looking forward to watching you guys play, hopefully in person, but if not on television. And thank you so much for coming on.
For sure. Appreciate y'all for having me.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Y'all take care. God bless you. This has been the Kirk and Byrd Show with Vershon Lee and RJ Adams. We are out.